What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Xbox Beast Fire. So, like, last time we got together has been a while ago. Did we get together last week, or we took a week off because of the holidays?
No, we got together last week.
Oh, yeah, it seemed like so long ago, man. So long
Lots
ago.
happened. You
A
ever done
lot's
with R.
happened.
Kelly mode on a PS4 and all kinds of shit?
Piss
R.
on
Kelly
you.
the fuck out of that PlayStation.
I'm gonna piss on you. So what you guys want to tackle first? I see D. You got you had a new tech video up about some AMD leak specs.
Yes, Vega.
Vega, talk to us.
Well, we're gonna find out all the juicy details in about 2 days. I think some stuff's gonna dribble out tomorrow because CES 2017 is starting. But Thursday they're gonna spill the guts on Vega, and we were able to. Well, not me, but the people out there, the smart people out there, were able to get the net code of the teaser site, and they were able to drag out some images. So we know that it's gonna be. Let me pull up the specs here. We know it's gonna be like 2 times the performance over the current generation. Is gonna have
4 times efficiency and all kinds of shit.
Yes, it's going to have next generation shaders. So it's going to have new shaders. So the shaders, they're going to be a lot more efficient. They're not going to waste cycles. They're not going to waste energy, and that's going to make it a lot more efficient. I got to pull up all the specs here. Sorry, man. Dino, you want to take over for me a little bit here?
Yeah. I mean, it was basically just very kind of. It's macro information, meaning it's really scaled out. We don't have any super detailed specifics on anything, but basically power consumption is supposed to be 4 times better. It's supposed to be more efficient in every single way. And as he said, shaders will be more efficient. Perhaps another example of intelligent rendering I was talking about in a video not too long ago, where if you're not looking at an object, it may not bother rendering it. So it kind of saves power that way too, and performance. So I mean, as he's pulling this up, yeah, it's definitely a good bump over Polaris.
Definitely.
So are you guys still split with the notion of what Microsoft is going to use for the Project Scorpio? Or
we were never split on the GPU.
Also, I'm sorry, you guys on the CPU. So they're going to go with Vega. And with Ryzen, we don't know for sure. Isn't that supposed to be kind of cost effective, kind of cheap? That was AMD was touting,
Well, we'll use Polaris as an example. It's just look at it as the next Polaris, in the way that you're getting ridiculous performance for the money, right? Polaris started that trend, and Vega is going to be in addition to that, and eventually probably replace the whole Polaris line. So it might trickle down from the high end to eventually pretty much everything, in my opinion. And they did announce too, there was some pretty serious rumors that it will be supporting GDDR5 as well. So that kind of goes in line with Scorpio. I don't know. It's looking to be good though. They were running Battlefront at 4K 60 or beyond 60. The refresh rate of the monitor couldn't even keep up. So,
well, goddamn.
Well, it looks like Vega 11, if anything, will be running the GDDR5. Vega 10 is running 16 gigabyte HBM2 and also 8 gigabytes of HBM2 memory. So, and also the bandwidth is greatly increased. So, like the memory bus on the RX 480 Polaris is 256 bits. On the on Vega 10, it's 2048 bits. Like that's a big difference. That's a huge jump. The bandwidth is double. You got 512 gigabytes of bandwidth, and this is like their entry card. It's gonna have 12.5 teraflops of performance.
So that would be the strongest goddamn card out there.
It would be
much.
Yeah,
strongest single GPU solution.
Yeah.
So it's more powerful than it. Well, how much is the GTX 1080?
I think it's like $600 or something.
No, not the price. I'm talking about how many.
Oh, it's about 9. I think it's 9 teraflops. I think when you overclock, it's like 10.5, something like that.
I thought it was 8 point something, but yeah, either way, it's around there.
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah. But it's lesser, and also too, we know that AMD, it does asynchronous compute much better than Pascal, than the video guys do it. So it's gonna be a lot more efficient. They're gonna get a lot more out of their hardware. And also too, they have FP16 calculations as well, and it's gonna be 25 teraflops. So.
Oh, okay.
Some crazy shit, yeah. You would look to see basically a future version of that in the console after Scorpio. Like they're just gonna keep getting better and better.
Well, yeah. But I guess we still gonna stick with the notion that their generations is done for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's straight from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Fuck it, I'm tired of this shit."
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
and
give me some iterative upgrades, some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying in my video, Aaron Greenberg coming out and pounding his chest, saying, "Are you guys ready for a beast?" And then
2000 was it 2016? I mean 17? Yeah, the Scorpio or some shit project.
Yeah, I saw that tweet.
And then now we're starting to see the Vega stuff trickle out, and this is the baby Vega stuff because I'm hearing they have cards that are going to be 24 teraflops. So this is like the baby Vega.
Bro, this is crazy too, man, because 6T flops, people started out saying 4K wasn't possible, then the Pro hit, and they're like, well, Sony did it, so, there's no problem now. And then you still hear that 4K is impossible, even though the Pro does do it on some titles. And then, like I said, just like, just to ram it into the fucking ground again, anything that's 1080p now will be able to be 4K on the Scorpio. So you're looking at Resident Evil 7, 4K 60. Gears multiplayer 4K 60. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be the way that it's going to be. Mark my words. So I just can't wait to fucking destroy people in the comments that have said this in the past, man.
And even like the notion most likely would be that the Scorpio will be running a cut down version of Vega. It won't be like the complete 12.5 teraflop version of it, right? But at the same time, it still would be running HBM2, and it should have a much increased memory bus as well, which is gonna improve the textures and the graphic fidelity that they'll be able to have.
Okay, Z, you were asking where me and D kind of disagree.
Yeah,
he's still pushing that HBM2 crazy shit, bro.
Oh, here we go.
So here's the deal. I'm not on that bandwagon. 4 gigabytes of HBM2.
Hey, hold on, you gotta say it right. You ain't on that bullshit.
I ain't on that bullshit.
Shit I don't like. That's that shit I don't like.
I get where he's coming from, right? Of course, I wanted to have the best of the best, but 4 gigabytes of HBM2 does over 500 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. We have 12 gigabytes in the Scorpio. We've seen it on the Scorpio on the motherboard.
Yeah.
Right. So that's ridiculous. You'd have, a terabyte and a half, 2 terabytes of memory bandwidth if that were the case over HBM2. Mm-hmm. So it's not HBM2. It's going to be GDDR5. It's not 5X. It's going to be 5.
Tell him, D. Hey, D, tell him. That's the shit I don't like.
It won't be because they're going with the new architecture. They're not going to go with GDR5 to hold it back. That's not going to happen.
It won't hold it back because it's got 12 gigs. I mean,
no. That picture that was up there is for illustrative purposes. That is not the actual motherboard. That was just a mock-up to let you know what's coming.
That bitch is gonna have 12 gigabytes.
You think the motherboard's gonna say 4K on it on the actual chip? It's not gonna say that, bro. It has 12 gigabytes. It's a dramatization of what is coming. It's not actual representation of the actual motherboard.
It has less than 4 gigabytes of HBM2. If you're claiming that it's using HBM2.
I'm saying don't read too much into it, seeing that it said 12 that it had enough for 12 gigabytes of memory. I wouldn't read too much into that. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I stick by my own shit. I was the first person to report on 12 gigs of RAM on the Scorpio, and I stick by that 100%. It's going to have 12 gigabytes.
We'll find out soon enough, and someone's going to owe somebody a beer.
It doesn't matter what the fuck's in it. It's going to be ridiculous. With that kind of bandwidth, bro, it's going to be ridiculous no matter what's in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so I don't know. Who got the Walkman on in the background? What the hell?
Who the fuck's watching Ellen in the background?
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know what the hell that is, man. It's TV.
Watching TV.
That's TV PP ass. PP Reaper. That's Pissy Reaper back there watching that dog shit.
Turn Ellen off.
Yeah.
Man,
but also
he was back there watching the Golden Girls.
Said listen. Also, too, I got here game mode for Windows 10 will power Xbox One Project Scorpio games to exclusive. It says recently Game Mode revealed that elite Windows 10 build for $14.97. Game Mode for Windows 10 appears a method of allocating resources to privatize games when they are running, and we expect this to ship with the creators of update this spring. But also they said they're targeting. I'm not going to talk about their marketing, but they what this here they're targeting. It says the game mode appears as a feature that streamlines variance between the Xbox consoles and PCs, making sure as many Windows 10 systems as possible can run the game standards set by Xbox One and Project Scorpio. Microsoft describes those targets as 900p to 1080p resolution for the Xbox One and 4K resolution with 60 frames a second for Project Scorpio. So they're still there backing away from that 60 frames a second.
Nope.
What do you guys' thoughts?
Well, that tells me that for them to, I've been following Microsoft for years.
Okay.
And Microsoft is the type of company, they don't do that shit that Sony does. They don't fluff you up and then don't deliver on the goods. Most times they underpromise and overdeliver. And if they're telling me that it's 4K 60 frames per second, I'm going to believe them based on their track record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's as simple as that. And like I said, we're going into a new architecture. We're finding out that it's going to be 2 times peak throughput per clock. It's going to have 8 times the capacity that it had before. It has a new binning rasterizing system. It does a lot of stuff that is a lot more efficient, and it can draw a lot more out of the hardware. And like I said, we need to get all the details on this. But if they know already what's going to go down, and if they keep saying 4K 60 frames per second with all this confidence, and like I said, Aaron Greenberg coming and beating off his chest on New Year's Day saying, "Are you guys ready for the beast?" They know what's up, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for console dudes, man, even a lot of PC dudes, because most of you PC dudes are not running 90 Ti's or 1070s. I mean, statistically, right? So even for most PC guys, this really is going to be a good leap forward. And for console dudes, it's like not even a question. So it really is a beast for a lot of people. Not everybody, but most people.
Like on the PC side with the Vega stuff that's leaked out already, like with one card, you're gonna do 4K 60 frames per second ultra on every game with these specs that leaked out yesterday. That's unfucking believable, man.
But here's my thing. What one of my biggest gripes that I have with the Pro is that yes, it is a higher resolution. But graphically, it's just still the same game. I want better textures, better shaders. Do you think we're going to get this with Project Scorpio, or are we just going to get 4K?
Definitely, it's going to be completely different.
You're going to get a PC experience. That's the best way to word it without any of the negatives of incompatibility and inconsistencies. And trust me, they're there. Don't believe anyone when they say they're not, because they are. We're PC guys too. Even though I play on the console 99% of the time. They're there. All platforms have drawbacks, and that's definitely the PC's biggest. So you're going to get a PC graphics without any of the bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
And also, too, DX12 will be mature then. The Vulkan API will be mature then, and we're going to get a lot more efficiency because the new architecture is geared towards that, right? They made it to work in tandem with it, And then with the Zen CPU, it's honest to tell you, bro, I haven't been this excited in a long time. Like this is like the shift that we want to see, and even like the PC guys, this is the shift that they want to see. A single card solution of 4K 60 frames per second is amazing, because right now on PC you get a little bit with the GTX 1080, but not every game is running 60 frames per second. Some games are like 45, 50 frames per second. Mm-hmm. With these specs, like they're going to be cranking some amazing shit out, man.
Okay, so we should around November, probably a few days before Black Friday. Normally, when Microsoft launches their hardware. So, what do you think? I guess is what we know that's coming out for 2017. What do you think are we going to see that's going to really truly showcase what Project Scorpio can do? You know what I mean? Like,
I
like,
think
ooh, look at me.
I really think a Halo's coming. I know a lot of people are against me saying this, but
Halo?
I think there's another Halo coming. What else to feature a new shift in the Xbox ecosystem than Halo? What the fuck else?
Scalebound.
You scale.
No,
I'm
man.
with
I
you.
mean,
Scalebound,
I see an
Scalebound would
update
be
for
okay,
Halo
but
5
Scalebound
in
is Halo,
4K
man.
60, but
But we got Halo Wars 2 coming out. But
Yeah, you got Halo Wars 2 coming out next month, and you're not going to see.
Yeah, but
you're
Halo
not gonna-
Wars
you're not gonna
2
see-
and Halo, it's two
you're
different
not,
things, bro.
Yeah, but you're not going to see another first-person shooter at least another year.
I disagree, man. I disagree.
Unless they remaster Halo War, unless they remaster Halo 3.
They're not going to remaster Halo 3.
I got a funny one.
They need to put they need something. I'm not gonna let Microsoft off the hook on this shit. They need to have something major. They need something major to push out Scorpio.
Well, I
they
mean,
can't just release a Scorpio like that.
Minecraft in
We're not letting them off the
4K.
hook.
Zaire committed suicide.
Bro, but sheesh, you know.
I again, I don't start me with my shit. If I get kicked out of the Xbox community again, I'm very, very happy for Scalebound. But we just got Gears of War this year. We got Halo the year before that. We're not gonna get Halo 6 probably to 2018 or 2019 at least. I guess we got to wait to see what they show at E3. Maybe they got something up their sleeve. You know what I mean?
We know Crackdown will be one of them.
Crackdown. Yeah, I've never really been a big Crackdown guy, but I'm going to get it. See what the death match is like in the destructible cloud and all that type of shit. But
hey, D, I will say, man, we're not really letting them off the hook for anything. They do need something big, but I don't think it needs to be another Halo.
It's going to be Forza.
They need to invest in another IP to make big and something different. You know,
what?
They're gonna have.
Hey, that's that shit I've been saying for like how long now?
We all been saying that. We all want new stuff.
They do need new stuff. Like,
so it don't need to be another Halo. It needs to be something different.
Another staple IP.
I don't know.
Halo 5 is still alive and kicking. Updates every month. I see a 4K 60 update for that.
Personally, a new Halo that has new graphics that are like eye-melting. I don't know. I think
Halo's my child, man.
Listen, I want something. This is what Microsoft needs. I understand when someone. I know the extremists, the Xbots, that bleed green, they're gonna say we got 7 new IPs coming out this year. Okay, fine. I'm talking about something that's guaranteed to get a sequel. Something they're gonna, that they're gonna get big behind. That's
gonna last.
Something to take the place of fucking Fable. All right, that Fable's gone. All right, that's gone. It's out of there. I understand they still own the IP, but we're not gonna get a Fable anytime soon. You know what I mean? They need something.
For all we know, they're working on Fable right now.
Whatever the fuck. We need something besides Forza. We're gonna get Forza in September. That's gonna be.
But they still own Fable, right? They still own the IP.
It's their shit.
Yeah, I guarantee you they're working on an RPG right now.
No, what Xbox is missing is action games, man.
Yes,
they need action games.
Action games
badly. Yeah,
like Gears of War.
Like
not like Gears of War is in the same vein.
Action adventure game.
Yes, okay. Like stuff. Yeah, we don't have enough of them. That's the truth.
Yeah,
we don't have enough of them, and that's kind of what is teetering the scales a little bit because the other guys over there, they got a lot of action games, man.
Well, they got a couple. Yeah, I mean, it takes like 3 or 4 years to get one. But they got 2, which is.
But you know what? They got.
I mean, that's not a knock. It's just the reality. Uncharted.
They got some. You know what? They got some stuff coming down the pipeline this year, man. To be honest with you, man, they got some stuff.
We got one confirmed date this year with Horizon, which is.
No, they just had a list. They showed a video. The only that was coming out in 2017. Let's not ignore that, right?
Most of their big stuff, none of their big stuff was on that whole video.
What are you talking about? For us, who, Sony?
Yeah, like they showed a video and it didn't even have anything people are bragging about this year.
Well, it had The Last of Us.
Yeah, we know that's not coming this year. They said it was early development. They just showed it off a few months ago.
Yeah, it's already been confirmed. God of War and The Last of Us 2 aren't confirmed for 2017.
And they showed The Last of Us anyway. That's what I'm saying. You don't go off that video for that.
Yeah, but regardless, you know what? Regardless, they're showing something, man. Microsoft needs to show some shit.
Well, hopefully they show shit that's coming out this year, not in 2 years.
As a gamer, they need to step it up, man. I'm not saying they're not going to. I'm not saying they're not keeping their cards close to them, but like they need to start showing some shit, man. Because
well, let's be very clear. In regards to them stepping it up, they've got the best platform out there, in my opinion. Only thing they need to step it up in is maybe if you like some of those Japanese games, they can go after some of those third-party devs that PlayStation's got. But other than that, they do need an action-adventure game, in my opinion, another type of Tomb Raider, something original. And that's, I mean,
they don't need just one. They
it's
need
not
a
like
few.
we're hurting over here. Let's not make it. Let's not seem like that.
It's not. You know what though? It's not that it's hurting, but it's. I'll tell you, we kind of do have the same stuff. We do need a little bit more variety, man. We do.
So that's that shit I don't like.
Yeah, we need.
We do. I love my Halo, and I love my Gears of War. I love my Forza. I fucking love them. I play them every year. But at the same time, I want something that's gonna like give me goosebumps. Say, oh, what is this shit? And we need more of that on the Xbox side. We do. And I'm not saying they don't have anything coming down, because Microsoft, they tend to start showing stuff from March onward to like August in the year. That's when they start showing their shit. So I'm sure they're gonna show some stuff, but we need some more shit, man. Honestly,
we'll see. Hopefully, there's no leaks to C3. Which there will be.
Hey man, I mean, I know what I think. What to me, one of Microsoft's just fucking be honest here. One of their things that have been for problems that leading into E3, you kind of know what they're gonna show. You know what I mean? And like even like we're gonna get Forza 6, 7, whatever one is coming out. Like I knew just about all of the games last year for E3. Now I don't want to see shit. I don't want to see no Scalebound at E3. I don't want to see no Cuphead 2. I want to see.
You're gonna see Scalebound.
Why? We've been seeing this shit since 2014 at Gamescom.
And you didn't see no gameplay though.
What did we
have?
I've been saying. There's been hella gameplay on goddamn.
They showed gameplay in 2014. I thought they showed.
Well,
I don't know. I saw a trailer
with the bad frame rate. But we whether it's CGI or whatever, we've been seeing this game since 2014. I want to see new things. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with Sony showing something that's coming out in the future. I don't. That doesn't bother me. The shit is coming. You know what I mean? It gets us talking about it. You know what I mean? Gets us excited about it. I mean, I never played. What's the zombie game they got coming out?
State of Decay.
State of Decay. I've never played the first one. So Phantom Dust is supposed to come out. 20. I haven't played that shit since the OG Xbox. I forgot.
I told you Phantom Dust is supposed to come out.
2017 is supposed to be Phantom Dust. Yeah, they're supposed to give it
hear about that shit.
Yeah, they.
Below's supposed to be coming out.
What else?
Below.
Fuck. What's that? An indie game? Fuck.
It's kind of like a.
Yo, cut this motherfucker mic. We ain't talking about indies. Cut this motherfucker mic off. Hey, D, come on with the bullshit, man. We ain't talking about the.
You know what though? It's highly anticipated though. So.
By who?
By the Nigerian.
It's by the Nintendo crowd, by the people that like Zelda and that type of game.
Man, come on, man. Speaking of of Zelda, I know you've been very pro Switch. D, I think he was a Nintendo guy, a Wii U weirdo that snuck on his podcast. But it says here, Ubisoft developer says direct ports from the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One to the Nintendo Switch not possible. Are you on your cell phone, D, or are you on a computer or something?
I'm on my cell phone. What's up?
So you can't. I want you to.
I'm on my computer too. I'm right in front of my computer. So
okay, all right. I'm gonna send you this here on inbox you right now on Facebook. And I want your because you've been you how you told me you beg to differ. You're very combative like Kate Mega, and you were saying this is going to be as powerful
without reading that. Without reading that, it could be because the Switch is more powerful. So. I'm just saying.
One of the biggest things, the number one thing I guarantee you is the lack of RAM. They'd have to re-optimize and completely redo some things.
Do you see it? You see it? You see it, D?
Yeah, I'm reading it. Yeah.
Read it out loud for the audience. Let us hear you. Let us hear you, motherfucker.
Said around 50% of modern game engine frame times go to running compute shaders, lighting, post-processing, AO reflections, etc. Maxwell's tiled rasterizer has a zero impact on compute shaders. 25.6 gigabytes is pretty low, as everybody knows that 16 gigabytes of Xbox One isn't that great either. eSRAM is needed to reach good performance, but I'm talking about the point of view of downporting current gen games to Switch. Switch certainly fares well against the last gen consoles, and Maxwell's tiled rasterizer would certainly help order pixel and vertex shader based renderers. Too bad last gen consoles already got their last big AA releases years ago. Easy ports between Xbox 360 and Switch are not available anymore. Xbox One is significantly faster hardware, straightforward code port is not possible. Content also needs to be simplified, Sebastian Alatone explained. All right.
Oh, shit. That's even worse than you let on next year. He was hiding some shit.
Hey, no, D. Now, I think you need to come on and apologize to next gen. When I think you need to come up here now. You were arguing with me, insulting the good. I told you what was told to me. You know what I mean? That the goddamn thing is extremely neat. You know, and the issue is again. You know, why it's underclocked.
It's a damn tablet. What do you expect?
Well, that too, but I'm just saying when it is plugged up, you know, it will be a little bit more powerful, whatever the goddamn case may be.
That's all resolution. Just
whatever. But it's like let's think about it like this: we're talking about a tablet, right? And if this, and I'm not saying that the Xbox One is just world beater. Let's look like that. The Xbox One is what $250, $300. You're not going to get something that you can take on the go as powerful as the Xbox One for $250. And with the docking, switching, the slidable controllers, a lot of goddamn pieces of hardware there. You know what I mean? And it's, you know what I mean? It said that there's already what got leaked from Toys R Us or something that the Switch is going to be $250. So, you know, and it's not using, you know, bleeding. Like, come on, to me, that's just like a no-brainer. You know,
I shall wait until the 12th, which is not that far away.
God damn, this is a Ubisoft development.
You can wait, buddy, but you just hold them L's until you're done waiting.
Yeah,
you know, it's not over until the fat lady sings.
So what are you expecting from Nintendo? Like what are you expecting?
I'm expecting a surprise. I'm hearing something. I don't want to say anything.
Are you talking to yourself?
Motherfucker already working on these games, bro.
Hey, D, are you talking to yourself? Or like Jesus came to me and told me? Are you talking to Jesus now? Like
piece of French toast.
I think they might have a surprise for us, and I'm. It doesn't make sense It doesn't make sense to comment on anything because it's just a week away the actual reveal. So I'll just wait till then.
This is just for conversation. Do you humor us? You know what I mean? You know, we're all brothers.
If what he's saying is true, if what he's saying is true, that's fucking horrible. That I can say that. But I'd like to hear from the horse's mouth.
I mean, do you really expect anything different? Didn't Reggie said he's going to let Microsoft and Sony
I'm expecting it to be on par with the OG Xbox.
He's the only one that's gonna have a Switch with a goat to match the color.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's going to be at least one teraflop, a little bit higher. It's going to be very close to Xbox One, and I think it's going to be very efficient with the API that it runs, and it's going to look virtually the same as OG Xbox One.
Even if it's one time, this look at it like this. Even if it's one T-flop, right? The Xbox One. Let's call a spade here. I don't know why people don't choose to put it's Nintendo in the same realm as Microsoft and Sony. It's a console, whatever it is, right? Even if it's one T-flop. The Xbox One came out in 2013 at 1.33 T-flops, right?
Right.
Like what? Like, come on! Like it's 2017 with the Pro and the Scorpio on the market. Like that's fucking that's the craziest shit to me. That's not a win.
Really don't know
I want to know their whole standpoint. I want to know what this system is. What it's targeted to. I want to know everything about the system before I'm going to make.
You already know.
Mario. No, we don't know shit.
You don't need no T-flop to run Mario.
I don't know. Personally, with it being so close, I feel it's not wise.
And this is why we shouldn't compare it to consoles. It's a handheld. That's primarily a handheld. We should compare it to handheld.
Yeah, I think it is primarily a handheld that you can plug into your TV and play games on there too.
That's pretty powerful, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even though we don't know if that's half float performance, that one T-flop or what, because companies do that.
Yeah, we need to know a little bit more. And it's just like 7 days away, man.
I can guarantee you, Nintendo, they don't ever talk about specs of their console. So if they may show you some new features, you're not going to get
Even Reggie was damage controlling months ago about that.
Yeah,
We'll let them have the power war because
it's all about the games.
We don't give a shit about anything else.
Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
but the embargo will be lifted once they do that reveal. So more information.
No, we don't know what the
will
specs of
come
the
out.
GPU, what GPUs in the Wii U still. Nintendo doesn't talk about the specs of their console, bro.
Yeah, but we have a general idea of what it is in it, though, regardless.
It's half a
Based on
teraflop.
based on its performance. So like we don't need to know the exact number, but
So
based
would
on
you
the
consider
performance of
the Switch as being a Wii U Pro? Is that what you're saying, or
no, it's gonna be quite a bit more powerful than the Wii U. So no,
I said a Wii U Pro. Like you got the PS4 Pro. Is this going to be a
no, I don't think so. No, it's completely different.
I think that's actually a good analogy because the
It's
Pro.
That's a good analogy.
Seriously, because the PS4 from the PS4 Pro, that's double the power. The Wii U is 0.5 T-flop power. Then that's double the power, 1 T-flop. There you go.
It's a Wii U Pro.
Yeah.
2017, the Wii U Pro.
The Wii U Pro.
A little more with the Wii U Pro. A little more. All right, man. You know, but I this is gonna be very, very interesting. Very interesting.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question for the whole panel.
What's up?
Xbox Scorpio. Expectations, predictions of the name.
You know what? I don't know. I say Xbox Infinity, something.
Infinity, man.
It's either Infinity or I think they're gonna do Plus.
Xbox
Maybe Xbox One.
Xbox uncircumcised.
4K.
Xbox
4K on it.
Maybe Xbox One 4K, maybe.
I don't know, man. That's you never would have thought they called the PS4 Pro.
Infinity makes the best sense to me because they're getting rid of the generations.
Exactly, so, Infinity.
That makes the best sense to me.
What about they just call that bitch Xbox?
Nah.
Oh, come on.
I mean, because they're gonna have to make another one after this. They're gonna keep doing.
Call that bitch Xbox 0.5. I don't know.
It's still an Xbox One, though. That's the thing. Like, you're not gonna have new game cases. It's still an
Xbox 0.5. What are you buying? Mechanical pencils?
It's gonna be Xbox One something. Like they've already got all the game cases and everything. You don't have to get confused with any of that. Just like PS4. There's one case. It's still a PS4. It's still gonna be an Xbox.
I think we might actually get a little tidbit of news this week. To be honest with you,
from Microsoft.
A little. I think
it's gonna be called the Xbox Trumpy.
Yeah,
not about the name, but about something about the system. I think we'll get this week at CES.
I think
Aaron Greenberg,
the obvious question
is going to destroy PS4 Pro. That's probably all we'll get.
Yeah, I think is that they're going to probably keep their cards close to their chest until around E3 or so.
You think? Okay, you guys think they'll have a pre-E3 showcase for the console?
That would be, that would be smart.
They're definitely not gonna. They're gonna have a hardware reveal before E3.
Yeah, that would be smart, like they did with the
E3. They don't want it to be about hardware. E3, they want it to be about the game. So they're gonna give us a reveal of it before E3, and then at E3 these are the games coming to Scorpio.
Yeah, because Sony did have a pre-E3 or after E3 event, didn't they?
Yeah, we might even get
E3 if they wanted.
Yeah, we might even get some more concrete news in March because Microsoft usually likes to do like a big hardware talk in March. So
hell, May is as late as they can wait to show it off. So 5 months.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
They might pull a Nintendo. Shit. When does this Switch come out? Switch come out when?
Just shows up on Jimmy Fallon one day.
Imagine that shit though, for real. Imagine that. Like E3, they say, yeah, and by the way, it's available today. Imagine that shit. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
hey, you have Phil go on stage with a bandana around his forehead, spitting in the camera and shit.
I'm gonna try to make it E3 this year, man. I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go for the unveiling of Scorpio, man.
Oh, you're gonna try to go? You should go see that motherfucking Trump box in all his glory. To keep all the deplorables out. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm sitting my ass home. I ain't going to goddamn California. But like I said, it is exciting as always, man. When we get new hardware, new consoles, and shit like that. The
real next generation shit this year, man.
Yeah, I miss the days though, honestly. I miss the days of Nintendo and Microsoft and Sony just, duking it out, you know what I mean? And, not Nintendo. Nintendo has always been, I guess, since the 64, been a little off to the left, right, or whatever. But I miss the days, like to me, the last time they did that was with the GameCube. And I still don't think we're going to get that with the Switch, you know what I mean?
Hey, real quick, just a little mid-show announcement here. There's still big sales going on Xbox Live right now, so you can get Rise Son of Rome Legendary Edition, which is like the $100 edition at launch for like $9, right? There's also a game called Warhammer: The End Times Vermintide. I stumbled onto this. I mentioned it on Twitter, and it has a 2-hour trial. I recommend everybody try that, especially if you're a fan of Left 4 Dead. It's actually a lot of fun. But yeah, check out the sales, man. Tomb Raider's like $20-something.
Tomb Raider's awesome.
Yeah,
you like crazy. That fucking Witcher, man. What's up with you in that fucking Witcher?
Telling you, man. Best game ever made, in my opinion.
Witcher is life.
I can't deal with that.
I'm still like seriously. I got 7 days into this game, right? Like between the regular edition and the full edition, because it's separate. The achievements are separate and everything. They got different achievements. So 7 days into that game, not even counting PC, but 7 days on Xbox One alone with that game, and I still haven't beaten the game. I'm still going through side missions, dude. Like I still haven't beaten the game. It's crazy. And on console anyway.
On console. We got here also too. We can talk about. It says here, rumor possibly leaked Spider-Man 2017. You think? Well, no, fuck that. Before I even talk about Sony's game, we already know what they got. What do you think Sony's going to try to do to combat Scorpio? Drop the Pro about $50, or what do you think? What do you think they're going to do?
It's all about those games. It's all about those games that they love so much.
They're going to develop the world's first AAA 16-bit game, so they can take advantage of. So they can take advantage of 8 teraflops.
That's stupid. What flops? You know what I mean? Really? Mark said he said that bullshit. The Pro was like 8.4 teraflop.
What's even worse, you think Mark's on some crack saying this. What about these dudes believing it, bro?
Yeah, I know, man.
Games are 64-bit these days. Mark knows that. He's like, yeah, if you split it in half, you'd probably get Pac-Man to run 8.4 teraflops.
I got a question for the people who do own a PlayStation 4 Pro. Has there been any type of indie developers making anything from using the most strength of it yet?
Paragon, I think.
What said? What game?
Like anything. Any indie developer has come out with anything to push the hardware?
Yeah, there's
resolutions
using it. No, they have higher graphic fidelity modes in certain games.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is still the best example.
Tomb Raider, even Mafia has a pro mode.
Yeah, but a higher resolution with HDR.
No, it has like better draw. It has other features.
Yeah, it's not really though like better graphics.
Right, well, I'm talking about graphics. I ain't talking about draw difference.
Because all Mafia is running around 1440p is what they said with better draw distance. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm talking about better
screen
graphics.
Space reflections. I think maybe
textures
I don't
and
that might
shaders.
even not even
Watch Dog runs better on the PS4 Pro.
I ain't talking about run. I'm talking about graphics. You know what I mean? They say practice. Are we talking about practice?
Well, Paragon
graphics.
Paragon and Tomb Raider are the best examples.
Tomb Raider, yeah.
Well, even that doesn't. We're talking about a console again that got 4.2 T-flops, right? That's a lot of mustard on a hot dog. And still, it should be night and day comparing. And this is the problem. And it's not. I'm not saying it may not look a tad better, but it should be night. If you got a console that's at least twice as powerful, say whatever, as the PS4, it should be games should look at least twice as better. You know what I mean?
But they have to optimize. It just came out. They got to optimize the games. Like, For Honor is taking advantage of the PS4 Pro with not just only a higher resolution but a higher graphic fidelity. And
when does the game come out?
Yeah, it comes out soon, I think.
And really, to be honest, if something's twice as powerful, shit ain't gonna look twice as good. Trust me, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
I mean, even going from Xbox 360 games like Arkham Origins, and I went and played it on my PC, which crushed 360. It was like 10 of them stacked together. And it was just like, this really does look like the 360 game. It's just 60, and yeah, it looks better. But
I can see more lines in his suit.
Yeah, it's not night and day no matter what. But, I mean, you're looking at it like, do you own Tomb Raider on Pro, Zaire?
Yes, I do.
You don't like, what mode do you play it in?
I did both. I did the 4K on my other account. On my son's account, I did the 4K, upscale 4K, and I did 1080p. To me, I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't look that much better than my Xbox One version, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Man, I guess
maybe if it had the 1080p high fidelity mode at 60 FPS, then you would notice like a pretty good difference, probably.
You know what? I'm not. I've always said I don't really care about the frames and the resolution. I like graphics. I don't give a fuck if it's 1080p 30. My TV upscale or let the console upscale it to 4K. That doesn't bother me.
Worst case scenario, bro. This year, like maybe some people would be let down. That's like obviously not going to happen, in my opinion. But even if you are, like, this is such a good platform where inevitably you're going to be blown away. You don't have a choice. Like, there's just too much performance here, So I just don't see it happening. I think they're going to do it the smart way. You're going to see PC settings from Gears of War just transfer right over to your Xbox. That's what you can see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not I guess, but
so
that's all I want.
Gears of War will be running 60 frames,
4K 60 online, and probably 4K 30 offline, 1440 60 single player probably.
So that just makes me mad, bro. It's like I want to play 60 in campaign. I don't see why I should be.
Yeah, hopefully they give us the option, bro. That's what I'm saying. I want 1440 or whatever, 60 FPS.
Maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change. Maybe that will.
Because that don't make no sense. I might as well just buy a better video card right now for like $200, and boom, it's done.
And you know what? But I honestly tell you, I really think Microsoft has really something up their sleeve because
they have to.
PC, like the new PC cards that are going to be coming out in the next 2 months are like disgustingly powerful. So in order for both PS4 and Xbox to stay relevant enough, they both have to bring their A game. And I really think the Scorpio is going to bring a higher graphic fidelity that console gamers have not seen before. I really do.
And when I say get a PC experience on this thing, I don't mean just better graphics. The PC experience to me means 60 FPS it will. I think they'll give us the option for a lot more games for 60 FPS. And that's like number one for me.
That's a game changer, you guys, the frames?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Would you rather have better?
That's something you'll come to appreciate, man. It's
just smoother. It's more real to life. It's the movement is
like when I played the Division on a PS4 with a few buddies a few months ago, and we got to one of those incursions when there's a lot of enemies coming out at you at once. I mean, I'm talking about, dude, it was a strobe light affair. I'm talking about 4 to 5 frames. You know what I mean? Damn. I was like, dude, this is pathetic. And then I looked up some YouTube videos on Division about something I was looking for, and I seen this dude. I was like, what the fuck is he? This is Division? Dude, he was playing like at 100 frames. It was like a whole nother game.
So let me ask you a question. Would you rather have better graphics or higher frame rate?
Higher frame rate.
Higher frame rate.
But I don't think we'll have to choose. I think they'll just drop the resolution a little bit.
Fuck that, man.
So you want good graphics, but it plays 15 frames per second?
That's higher than anything.
You want higher graphics, but it plays like shit?
So you want a game that's photorealistic but plays 10 frames per second?
Listen, let me tell you something. I already got the reflexes of a 96-year-old man. Him moving slow. I just want my fucking face to melt. I like fucking I'm fine with 30.
You're going to get both, bro. It's not a big deal.
It doesn't bother me. I honestly, I really, I don't know.
I can say this with the Scorpio, you will 100% get the highest graphic fidelity at 4K 30 frames per second. So they got you covered there for sure, Z. You don't have to worry about that.
My thing is, will it struggle at 30 though?
It won't struggle at 30. No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No. The RX 480 can do 4K 30 frames per second. Okay.
At 5 T-flops.
Yeah. So it's not going to struggle.
Okay.
That's the even older architecture than the one that's going to be in the Scorpio, which we just heard about 4 times efficiency and all the 4 times the hand jobs. Like, it's going to be crazy.
And the bandwidth, like the increase in bandwidth is insane.
All right. Well, last but not least, before we get out of here, Tariq, would you like to address your Milton meltdown on Twitter and YouTube?
Well, I'm still standing here, so I assume everybody doesn't hate me, so that's a positive thing.
They don't no longer call you sweaty balls.
You got a new name for me this year, next gen?
Yeah, PP Reaper. Like, what's going on? Like, what came across your mind? What made you? But not only that, Reaper, you sent this shit to Adam House. Like, what the fuck?
I tried sending it to Yoshida. I'm sorry.
Why? Why would you?
Really?
Yeah, I tried. I did.
Yoshida's probably into that freaky shit, though.
Yeah,
when I
tried to look up Yoshida, it wouldn't let me put the video there. So only Andrew House could be sent to. But then once I did it, I got bombed, and I got bombed bad by everybody from Weapon Wheel to freaking guys that want to make videos on me, and Black Bond. I mean, I got attacked.
So what do you like? You just like the attention people talking? Like, what do you like? What you know? You got two types of attention on the internet.
Well, the one thing that everybody's not understanding is like I did it as a joke. It was meant as a joke. Like it was like I wasn't going to. First of all, I don't have a backup.
About body waste, T Reaper. You talking about bodily fluid.
I don't have a backup, so I don't have a backup for the slip. So if I had a backup, I would have pissed all over it and not worried about the plastic wrap. So I had to make a point that even if I had the shitty piss station, I could still piss on it and make a point. And the point basically went viral. And I'm on like it popped up on a page that I was a part of, but I didn't even put it there. Somebody took it off of Twitter and put it in a post. So now I'm known as the guy who pissed on his PlayStation.
Hey yo, like, bro, that shit, man, that was some wild shit, did Reaper? Like wow, like that's extreme. That's like shaving the back of your head and painting green, bro.
No, but no.
I just kept thinking about, it's weirder thinking about how you got that shit out of the plastic wrap after you pissed on it.
Oh well, my kitchen wasn't clean. I'll tell you that right now. It had to be clean afterwards, but it wasn't clean. It had to be cleaned afterwards. But the thing works, and my boy is over my house right now. He's beating the Uncharted series in the other room for me. So it's like I didn't buy it to play it. I bought it to like make a point that here. I'm gonna because I got like $800 from Christmas after the computer because I didn't have to spend the $600 to get the computer because my parents bought it for me. So I had $800. So I'm like, all right, what can I buy? Well, I can't buy the KS9000 because I don't have like 1K. I can't get a new phone. So all right, the new thing is I got a new sofa that reclines and is electronic. And here, let's make a wonderful idea. Let's get the PlayStation just to piss on it in a video and see how many hits I get. Not to mention the hate that I receive.
Damn, that's wow. Ladies and gentlemen, see, that's the shit I don't like. Wow, Reaper. That's extreme there, bro. I don't know about that one, man. But do we got any questions in the comment section? We just heard from T Reaper's side why he did it and why he made a stand. T Reaper, he's a martyr, so I think T Reaper should be respected by the. He should be respected. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man.
But seriously, shout out to Heba, shout out to everybody that like understood that it was a joke and that I was just trying to like make a simple troll video, and the troll went through.
It is funny though, because all these Sony dudes all got triggered like little bitches.
They all got triggered at like over 300 triggers. And shout out to the guy in Bang Bang, Mr. Jesse.
You peed on my console.
He made a video over the Christmas video because now everybody thinks I live in my parents' basement. I don't live in my motherfucking
Who gives a shit what they think?
I live in my own fucking house. Like, come the fuck on, people. Seriously.
So you say you got a bigger bed than Black Bond? Black Bond has a twin.
I have a full, I believe.
Shit!
Yeah.
T Reaper's bed is bigger than Black Bond's.
You say you got a full
video.
Full bed?
Yeah, I got a full. It's in the room across the wall.
You know what you should do, Reaper? You want to get back at Bond? Do a video.
Oh, I did it today.
I got a challenge too. One of you Sony dick clickers, make a video pissing on the Xbox One S and see how many.
Someone already did.
See how many of us.
This guy took my Twitter feed and photoshopped the Xbox picture over my piss. So he, I'm not joking.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like, before, I'm trying to say that. See how many of us get butthurt if you pee on a console. Who gives a shit? You motherfuckers get triggered like little bitches, man.
They got triggered. They got triggered bad. And
yeah.
He backed out.
But I got a good one for you, Reaper. You want to get back at Bond? You go in your room, close the door, right? Fucking do a video. Show that you have a bigger bed than him. All right. Show him where where you lay your head is bigger than his. Your bed is bigger than that right there. You fucking win right there all day. He has a twin bed. He's 6'5" in a twin bed, man. That's why his knees is bad.
I'm only 6 feet.
Yeah, I'm just saying his fucking feet hang off the bed, man. So you're gonna fucking own him with that one right there, bro. You're gonna own him with that. But
I never even listened to Black Bond, and then he was the first one like to do a combat video, and then it was the Smokey guy from freaking Twitter.
Bond he's had Asperger's or something, but a bad lips. I don't know what the fuck that guy.
But I love the comment section. The comment section, like I was struggling all 2016 to get that attention, and then just with one little trick, I got that attention up the ass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got the wrong kind of attention. That's what I say.
I mean, yeah, but it's still attention. But I appreciate everybody that understands that it was a joke and it was meant as a troll to trigger the PlayStation community, and it triggered them. It worked, and now everybody's arguing over my freaking stats. Everybody thinks that my gamer tag is T Reaper as the same as my channel and not ODO T Reaper. Someone was trying to expose the wrong person's gamer tag. It was insane.
That sounds like a Sony fanboy, always arguing with half the facts.
And then he found the right one. And then he was trying to argue with me. I'm like, yo, I've already said that I speed run shit, so I don't have freaking 100K. I have 48K, but you can't say that I have 900, and then I'm showing you my 2016 Microsoft stats. You're like, oh, I don't want to see that. You're already exposed.
I don't understand why you nerds argue about that shit anymore.
Yeah, you know what? I honestly tell you, you fucking internet weirdos out there, I could give two motherfucking fucks what y'all think, man. Straight up. Because in my real life, I do what I gotta do, and you know what? I don't care what nobody thinks. Honestly, tell you,
live your life. I feed my family. I feed my pets.
That's it, I come home, I provide for my wife, I provide for my goat, I get the milk, I bring the money. I don't care what these people out there want to say about me. They can say what they want to say. I don't care. I like my Xbox. I come home. I say Xbox on. I make love to Cortana. Everything is good.
I can't get with this shit. This is crazy. The Soldier Boy challenge. Y'all shot that motherfucker. Pal. Y'all pissed
yo. I was just looking. Not to get off topic, but I was just looking. Soldier Boy did a live Facebook live, and they robbed him live, man. Yeah, just now, man. They knocked him down. He tried to hug some dude. The dude brushed him off. They knocked him down, took his camera, and the dude was looking in the camera, and they turned it off. And he in the hood. He in the hood totally right now, man.
That's totally appropriate for Soldier.
Wait. Where you see the video at?
Go to World Star.
What the fuck? Y'all be the last to know everything, man. The fuck? He got robbed.
They jumped him on Instagram Live.
That's fucking hilarious.
Instagram Live. Oh my God, World Star Hip Hop.
He went to the hood. Thinking he real.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Yo, kids, young kids out there that are listening to the show, don't do them drugs, man. Because he really think he's Superman right now. He really think he's Superman. Don't do them drugs. Give you that fake confidence, man. Damn.
Yeah, you think those drugs are a thing? Yo, Xbox is a drug. Xbox is a very powerful drug. Just look what happened.
All right, T Reaper. Your New Year's resolution that we're deciding for you is to back off that gay shit, bro.
T Reaper said it's 2017.
I like how Dealer said that we're deciding for you.
hey, check it out, Reaper. I'm gonna let you know my gift to you is for your birthday / Christmas. Get you a fucking catheter.
You just game and piss all over yourself.
Wrapped in Halo gift wrap, bro. A green catheter.
I love that guy. I like the comment. He's like, "Yo, you gotta check your prostate." I'm like, my prostate's fine. I did it when I didn't have to go.
He's like, "I'll check it for you."
Oh, he did get robbed.
But I think the women jokes were like.
Is there
hilarious.
a comment on that video?
You see, they took his camera. You didn't see that?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for him. I don't want to see that shit. Oh my God. He's my soldier ain't from the hood, man. He goddamn, where the fuck he at? I look like in California. We goddamn with.
Did you hear them?
Motherfuckers from suburbia, dude.
Yo, the Bloods were on there saying, "Yo, you ain't from no hood." Like, who told you from the hood? Oh man,
both of them niggas is getting extorted. We all know that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Man. But like I said, it is. Go.
No, man. One thing you don't do, man. You don't be fake with the real.
Don't be false flagging, bro.
I don't be doing that. That's just stupid, man.
My thing is, you sitting there talking about, you know what these teardrops about? What are you talking about?
I just cried. That's what they're about.
What are you talking about? You're a permanent.
Yo, real dudes. They don't talk, man. I'll tell you that. Yeah. They don't talk. You
gotta understand one thing. The thing I don't understand. I don't know what these insecurities are, but I mean, you're worth millions, right? Bullets are free.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Bullets are free. You can get your dick sucked on command. You can have everything you want. And people are trying to get out the hood. You want to go back in with money?
Stupid. People starving. You going in there with your big gold chain, talking about you doing this and you doing that. I'll tell you something. Real dudes, they don't want to be doing that. And if they were in his position, making all that money, they wouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like. People do shit to survive, man. Like, I don't know, man.
And Zaire used to box. So, who you got winning the fade?
Chris Brown.
I think he gonna put the beats on him.
Yeah,
he gonna put it on him.
Chris Brown.
I heard that Soulja Boy might know how to throw a little bit of fist though. I heard that still, but
he might have what?
That is.
Hey Z,
I heard that he might know how to throw a fist a little bit.
Z, tell him it's all about stamina, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, but Chris Brown, tall man. He lanky and he be fighting a lot.
He does do some training. He gets whatever little boxing.
Yeah,
instead of fighting, bro, they should have a dance off.
He'd kill him there too.
Like Superman that hoe, man. Superman that hoe.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Man, this shit done right. Shit done went left. But anyway, man, I guess that's about it. When you have any questions in the comment section, we can get the hell out of here.
Did you all watch? Sorry, I know we're getting off topic, but did you all watch Ronda Rousey get roused?
Oh my God, she got molested.
Ronda.
You know what? This is my opinion on this with the Ronda Rousey thing. I think she should not do. I think if she's going to continue to fight or whatever, because the boxing part is her downfall. She didn't slip. She didn't hold. She didn't do anything. She took on the chin. She should do boxing, strictly boxing. Fuck all the other shit. She got that down pat. For about 2 years or a year and a half. You know what I mean? Just all, and get the real.
Bro, you know how much money she got paid for that fight?
About $3
million.
$3 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get her ass beaten under a minute.
But like I know Z can attest to this. Like it just drove me nuts that the girl was rushing forward. How are you rushing forward with your fucking head? Like use your fist. She's rushing forward, not throwing any fucking punches.
Her mind isn't in the game, man. She's trying to do movies and shit. Her mind ain't in the game no more.
Yeah, but she.
If she's gonna continue to fight, she needs to drop her coaches, man. And like you said, get real serious with boxing. Even go to fucking Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but again, I mean that whole thing there. What do you call that shit? The grounding stuff, the type, whatever the fuck she practices. That's
judo.
Cool. There you go. But I think because I was just looking, like her striking. They call it striking in the UFC. Like when if this natural, like she didn't put her hands up to move her shoulder, move back, slip, turn, pivot, get out of there, nothing.
She didn't move her head at all.
Yeah, she took all that shit on the chin. I was like, damn. I was like, oh wow.
What's hilarious is this bitch was talking to Floyd, wasn't she? She was trying to beat his ass. It's like, man,
that's what they do in the UFC. You want to get your shit, like say David McGregor mentions motherfuckers in the UFC, and mention Floyd, and Floyd.
McGregor though, it literally is one of the best. Like, I mean, he's the best all around. That's what MMA is. So
he's got good hands, man. He's got real good hands.
Did you see him get his ass with the sparring by that C-level fighter? Fucking what the fuck is the guy's name? From Ireland. I'm not saying he's not a great fighter. The boxing and UFC is two different things completely. You know what I mean?
Well, every boxer that stepped in the ring in MMA has gotten destroyed so far.
Yeah, it would always happen.
They got fucked up badly.
But here's the thing: how could
Tony on the ground crying?
Yeah, how the fuck is he beat? He could even win the fucking New York City Golden Gloves. Fucking McGregor, the fucking a city tournament, Golden Gloves. Like this, boxing is two different goddamn things, man. He be fucked up out there. But no,
I think Floyd. If Floyd were to win, he would outpoint him, but he wouldn't knock him out, and he'd have to be running away from Conor's power because if Conor caught him,
did he run away from Canelo? You think Conor punched harder than Canelo? Are you serious?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Are you bugging?
He's bigger than him. He's bigger. No, he's bigger than those guys.
No. Hey, Floyd would fucking stop. I would bet you he would fucking stop him.
Floyd ain't stopping anybody. When's the last time Floyd knocked anybody out? Come on, man. Floyd outpoints. Floyd is a master boxer, and he's very hard to hit. He slips and moves, and he rolls his punches, and he outpoints you. But he ain't fucking knocking out anybody, man, for a long time.
Listen, let me tell you something. Real shit here. Why do you think no one runs down on him? People fucking like what if Floyd punches didn't have any effect on you and was out there punching like a fucking feather duster, motherfuckers will walk through him.
I'm not saying he's punching like a feather duster. I'm pretty sure they sting, but he don't have no power to be knocking nobody out.
Well, he had a lot of knockouts on his jacket.
Not for years, man.
He just switched his game up. When Floyd in his earlier days, when he was on his
he started training with Usain Bolt and started to run track.
No, he's a body.
I think he just got used to beating his wife, and that's why he ain't got no problem.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers are terrible, man. Listen here, man. We're gonna do that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking out with Xbox Beast Fire.
I don't condone it. I do not condone it.
There goes the endorsement.
Known woman being.
Yeah, there goes my TNT, my money team endorsement, man. These guys, Floyd. Thank you, Al Heyman. Fucking haters. And everyone, he's above my man TPP Reaper. It was a joke.
Oh shit!
He said it was a joke. He was trolling. Andrew House, forgive him. We out of here, man. Bang bang.
Andrew House forgave him.
He was like, motherfucker. So that video there was like, what the fuck? He said, was that a 2-inch cock? He put it. Oh yeah. We out of here, man. Yo, man. So he said Cheaper still got that piss on the floor. Nasty bastard. We out of here, man. Bang.
Yo,